Hey, good morning, everybody. Trendy John here from Simpler Trading. Looking at NVDA, I want to give you some analysis here. I'm sure there's a lot of eyes on it, and you're probably wondering the same thing I am. Is this thing going to move after its earnings? Or are we just going to consolidate here for a while and keep you guessing? So, a couple things that I did is that I bought some shares on the pullback after market. On their earnings right into a support zone. I believe my shares were bought at 115. They're trading at about 119. We did get a nice push and we trimmed some of those shares up towards 121, I believe. Right now, I want to do a top-down approach really fast with you so you can kind of get the bigger picture. So we're going to go into the weekly. And when I take a look at the weekly, you can see that we came back to the 9 EMA on the cloud. Anytime we do this, we're looking for a lot of support because you can see that we've been riding this cloud for quite some time. Now, at some point, they do break down and we break down underneath clouds, but we have not ever done that actually in 2000 since when? So last time we were underneath this cloud, it looks like it was 2022. So it's been a couple years. So what we do know is that the cloud has a lot of support. I wouldn't expect NVIDIA to break down below this cloud. You can see there's a big area of demand between 107 and 95. If we were to break down below there, I'll give you some different analysis. I'd definitely be a buyer at 77. But other than that, what I do notice from here is that we have turn signals. So these are trendy turn signals. These are part of our indicator bundle here. And you can see what happened last time, but I'm here to tell you I'm not a huge like, hey, just because this happened before, it's going to happen again. But I do want to point that out to you. Notice that it's telling you, hey, a top might be in for right now, and we have a little bit of support here. If the support gives at 115, I'm looking for prices to pull back once again into this 107 level. All right. So from a weekly perspective, bulls, what I would love to see is for you to be able to get over this purple line here. This would be really bullish. So that's above 126.66 or 126.70. Just call it 127. And then over here on the daily, we're inside the cloud. Anytime we're in a cloud, whether you're using our cloud or somebody else's cloud or some sort of ribbon, anytime that you're in it, I would expect resistance and chop. Sorry, so it should be choppy in here. So you're going to get a lot of volatility, and that makes sense to me because they pulled back, and now you got retail traders being a little bit more fearful. You'll most likely get some bad news, that kind of stuff that kind of sends price down further towards demand. Here's that great demand level that I'm showing you on that other chart. This is the nice inside and up. You can see that these moves up let us know that people are willing to buy down here. So once again, it's not the end of the world, although the media will probably make you feel that way. This is where I'd want to buy or add into my position. Next thing we're going to look at is that, again, we need to get above that cloud, but also very important if you're using structure for supply, we are creating supply right here as well. This is an inside and down move. And as of right now, I'm going to say sideways to down. When I say sideways, it doesn't mean we can't pop. I'm saying sideways from about this point. So price can range in here, but it seems like it really wants to do this until we can get above that level that I was talking about. And again, that's about 127. But if we break down below 115, I'm looking for further action down towards 111 and possibly 107. Now, let's get over to the 4 hour, talk about some positives. We are getting trendy turn signals from a shorter time frame perspective. So remember, on a higher time frame, we have that big blue arrow. But on a shorter time frame, this allows me to think, hey, we can still make money on this to the upside in a short week or two. We have some potential to move up here, but the negatives on the 4 hour is that we are riding underneath this cloud. And anytime we're underneath a cloud and that cloud is red, looking for it to be resistance until proven otherwise. Another positive on the 4 hour is we have demand here. Nice big candles out. We come into that area, we're building, and there is a possible move up. If you're into shapes, of course, you're probably looking at something like this. And if we break down, you'll say, hey, that was a bear flag and so forth, and that can work as well. So same levels are really popping up every single time, and no matter what time frame that I'm on, is that my overall sentiment is the shorter period of time, this 4 day week, we potentially could see a move up, but we are underneath a lot of resistance. And again, that move doesn't really mean anything to me unless we can get above 127. I like clearance racks. I like fear. I like to buy people's fear at demand. And again, those levels come in around 111 to 107. That is my overall analysis going into NVIDIA for this week and possibly into the next week. Again, it's only a 4-day week. We'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Have a great Labor Day.